Greetings and welcome to another excellent World of Tanks video. Thank you to all my subscribers. As you can see, there are now 500 of you. So I hope you guys have been enjoying what I've been presenting to you, helping you get better and find out stuff that you haven't seen, realized, or known. So I have another fun video for you to watch to give you an idea of what I do at the beginning of every day. So you'll see that I play Panzer 38H Tier 2 light tank. Now, you might not know, or you might know, depending. Why would you play this tank every day? Well, it has this awesome thing where you get 50% commander bonus. And just 1, 2, 3, 4, however many games a day, it just depends. But you can pick up tremendous commander points advancing your guys from skill to skill. So that's what I'm going to show you right now. As you can see, this is the Panzer 38H with my urban camo. Now I had a really awesome game this time today, which will be a perfect demonstration of just how great this is. So get ready to rock. Welcome to the mines. All right. The enemy team has an M2 light. That is my main opponent. So the key thing about that M2 light is that he's much faster than I am. On the other side, I'm defensively stronger but slower. So this becomes a competition of my defensive armor and what that's going to allow me to do versus what his slightly better speed is going to do. So what I want to do is take this fight to these guys as soon as possible and kill as many as we can right off the bat. Maximize the advantage. Because if we can get a numerical advantage, then I can attempt to capture the base. And if I have a numerical advantage, that guy cannot try to capture my base, to counter my strategy. Now, one of the things that really helps in this kind of battle is to keep on the move. The robots sometimes have Terminator aim, but that's whenever you're basically standing still as a general rule. There are some exceptions. But if you're on the move, you're going to get better results against these robots, for sure. So I want to crush these guys and then turn my attention to that M2 light. And this guy's getting just absolutely hammered. Notice I'm staying at a good angle towards him. Don't want to give him a flat surface to shoot if I can help it. Adios, muchacho. Now let's rotate. And look, there's my buddy. And by buddy, I mean my counterpart, M2 Light. He must have gotten hammered by my droids because he was standing stationary on the island near the lighthouse. So at this point, it's cleanup city. Keep moving. Fantastic. Sometimes you just catch breaks, man. I caught some good breaks there. The Lighthouse Island is not a particularly great winning area. He's not threatening to do anything. And that's what he didn't understand. Snagaruski, he's dead, Jim. Okay. MVP, great. But the thing that's really great here, 1,500 damage. You'll see why momentarily. Spooky. Now, as you can see, my Vic Rattlehead has a new skill that was unlocked from that match, and that's the reason why I do this. Here we are at the end of game screen. As you can see, 5 kills, 1,500 damage. No assistance. 700 blocked is nice, but you don't get paid for that at all. There's no payment for that. As you can see, I use all premium, minus 35,000. But if you see the commander experience that I got in this match, it's 70,000. And no, that is not any kind of a record for me. Now, I was using a ×8 commander booster for this match, and that's what I do every day, is run a booster when I'm doing this building of crews, because as you see, boom, in one game, 70,000. Now, that was a skill that had 170,000 experience as a requirement. So I got, about 40% of that in one shot, in one game. And that's the thing. I don't want to kill myself and run 20 of these missions a day. I could, just don't feel like it. It gets a little repetitious. If I need to do it for, a skill, if I have a tank that needs a specific commander skill to really go to the next level, then I might do that. But as generic commander building, I don't do that. But I'm just letting you know my thought process so you can see it and then implement some similar variation of this for yourself. And the reason I say you can implement this for yourself is because this tank is absolutely free. Here we are at the end of game screen. As you can see, 5 kills, 1,500 damage. No assistance. 700 blocked is nice, but you don't get paid for that at all. There's no payment for that. As you can see, I use all premium, minus 35,000. But if you see the commander experience that I got in this match, it's 70,000. And no, that is not any kind of a record for me. Now, I was using a ×8 commander booster for this match, and that's what I do every day, is run a booster when I'm doing this building of crews, because as you see, boom, in one game, 70,000. Now, that was a skill that had 170,000 experience as a requirement. So I got, about 40% of that in one shot, in one game. And that's the thing. I don't want to kill myself and run 20 of these missions a day. I could, just don't feel like it. It gets a little repetitious. If I need to do it for, a skill, if I have a tank that needs a specific commander skill to really go to the next level, then I might do that. But as generic commander building, I don't do that. But I'm just letting you know my thought process so you can see it and then implement some similar variation of this for yourself. And the reason I say you can implement this for yourself is because this tank is absolutely free. No sign-ups, nothing. It takes less than 2 minutes to get it if you don't have it. Yes, you too could own a brand new 2023 Panzer 38H, free from the Microsoft Store or from the PlayStation Store. When you search, you'll find two of these. One of them is a black one, the other one's blue. The black one, Joint Forces, has the Panzer 38H. You just do it right here, install this 10 megabyte file. Now we can scroll down here and make sure we're on the right one, because you'll see the Panzer 38H picture right there. You download this, it appears in your garage, bing, bang, boom. Now, this thing used to be a monster when you could play Tier 2 matches for your long hauls. You can't do that anymore. All you can really do is play it for fun, for instruction, or for commander building, like I did. And that's what you saw me do, commander building. In fact, you can see in this vertical rectangle, my times A booster is still there. So I'm going to go here and knock off this booster. Super fantastic. That way, if I play it again, I won't accidentally consume it. So now we're going to go to the commander and add our skill. Da-dum-dum-dum. Okay. One skill. Couple of ideas depending on what tank you're using. You know, if I want to continue using this commander, that's actually a good question. Then what I could choose is a little bit different. The two main choices here: steady aim for increased accuracy, or rapid aim for increased turret rotation speed. And depending on what we do will depend on which thing we select. So let's go back here. Let's take a look at this tank. This tank has 0.36 accuracy, is plenty good for a Panzer 38H. There's a lot of other tanks that, for example, will have a fairly high accuracy relative to that tank. Some do not have that. So at this point, we're going to have 5 skills in this commander. The other thing is, we can look at the turret rotation. Turret rotation in 38H is pretty good, 53.16. That is very strong. It's tomato in this tank. I would think objectively we're going to go this time. We're going to go with rapid aim to increase turret rotation speed. Now let's look at this, because I'm probably just going to use this tank for the next skill anyway, and then I'll get the steady aim for that one. So now this turret rotation is almost 60 degrees per second, which is very good. If you look at your own tanks, most tanks you have are not going to have turret rotations in excess of 50. So that's what we're doing here. Now, if we look at the rest of my commanders, you'll see something here. I only have a couple of 1 skill commanders. No 2s, no 3s, no 4s. That was a 5. I mean, that one just became a 5. So what happens is I use that Panzer 38H to bring these guys up. At some point, I just have these in random tanks. I'll bring these guys up through the 38H. Or I might do it. It just all depends. 38H is really the fastest way to do it, because you know, you could get 1 or 2 matches with a 1 skill commander and get another skill if you catch a break. Now, you can't get 1,500 every match, unfortunately. That is a really good score. I mean, I raked it in with that 70 grand. I'm telling you, that was fantastic. But if you don't do this with a 38H, you're never going to get that kind of score. So that's the thing. It's a little slow in general. It's a little repetitive. That's why I don't want to do it 10 or more times a day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever floats your boat is great. You know, tomorrow's another day. Just do some every day and you're good. And you never know when you're going to hit a 1,500 damage game. And when you do that, you're going to rake it in. And I did. So that's the deal. And tomorrow I'm going to be starting again with this 5 skill commander. Do it again. Do the same thing. And just build myself. And probably within 5 or 6 days, possibly less, but you know, basically a week of just casual playing, I'm going to get another skill on this guy. That's how you build skills in these tanks. Is don't kill yourself working one day just commander building. It's really boring, dude. Spread it out. Make it easy. Make it less onerous. Try to have fun because you just don't have enough fun. Now, you can also do this at a slower rate by using some other tank that's more interesting to you. Or if you have some other tanks that have some bonus. These are a bunch of commander bonus tanks. Or some other fun stuff that I play. Eradicator. That's a heavy tank, 75% commander bonus. What do we have here? Sexton Artillery, that's a fun tank for me. I build commanders in this guy because I can. As you can see, I've got this guy built up to 7.5 basically. So that's fantastic. I have 2 Vic Rattleheads, as you can see. Demolisher, Tank Destroyer, super slow turret rotation, 75% commander bonus. This dude will drill tier 10s. It's just slow and has bad rotation. Vengeance, T25, 50% commander bonus, tier 8, nice penetrating gun. I've killed tier 10s with this tank. It's a butt kicker. Astron Rex, another 50% commander bonus tank, 5-shot autoloader, really good turret armor. So there's a lot of different options available. This is a lesser commander booster with 20% bonus. And we have some others like this, 20% bonus in the T-34-88. So you can do that. Now you can also use this T-34-88, which is a tremendous tank. Fun to play. So you can play this, to me, in my mind, you can play this longer without being bored. Also, you can run Russian or German commanders without having to swap nations. It's technically a Russian tank, but you could use German commanders without having to swap nations. So literally, I can stick a German commander in there. Nice tank to have. Let me see, what else do we have? We have, AMX Chaffee. This is another dual nation, American and French. See the American logo on the side. This is a French tank. 20% commander bonus. Nice, lightweight, medium autoloader tank. So there's a lot of different tanks you can use to build crews. Hullenhund, the Hellhound, 50% bonus. Great gun, tier 8 light tank. Now the beauty of the the beauty of the 38H is that the matches are short. That match you saw was about 3.5 minutes. Get in, get out, bada bing, bada boom, you're done. 70 grand, thank you. So hopefully I've given you a new idea of building commanders. You gotta have a commander experience bonus tank, and if you don't have one, go get that freebie from the store, Panzer 38H, like I showed you. It's too good not to get. I'm telling you. Now, I have ×8 commander bonuses to help build my commanders, which I have done, and that's how I got that 70 grand. But even if you have a 4 times bonus, you're still looking at 40 grand probably. 35 to 40 grand. It's nasty stuff. The more powerful your commanders, the better your tanks are going to be. It's just that simple. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you learned something if you hadn't seen one of these before. Get that free tank if you don't have it. Please tell your friends. That'll help them learn what you've learned and give them a chance to like and subscribe possibly as well. So thanks again for watching. Thanks for you subscribers. It was awesome to make it to 500. I will see you guys in another video real soon.